Everyone wants a job until they have one. Here are the 5 stages of hating your job. Stage 1, the honeymoon. So you land this job and you couldn't be more excited. Your boss seems nice and your coworkers are funny.
What do prisoners use to call each other? Cell phones!
You're learning the ropes and having fun. You've even heard talk that there's room for advancement, which leads to stage 2, the molding. This is where the job begins to shape you in its own image. And sure, it might be slightly soul-sucking, but if this is what you've got to do to succeed, then you've got to do it. So you start sucking up to the boss and becoming the life of the office. Why do bears have hairy coats? Fur protection.
The new guy!
Now you're one of the guys. And you're slowly becoming an alternate version of yourself. A version you don't super like, but you're just adapting to your environment. Until stage 3, the turning point. One day, something like this happens.
Hey, Jordan, I'm gonna need you to redo this report in this format.
With all due respect, sir, I worked really hard on this new format. It's way more efficient.
Yeah, but this one is better.
Sir, that one looks like it's from the 1960s. This one is better.
Well, I'm from the 1960s as well, so just get it done by 5.
Suddenly, you start asking yourself a lot of questions that you didn't even realize were right below the surface. Do I get paid enough for what I have to put up with? Where do I want to be in 5 years? And how in the bleepity bleep did my boss ever become a boss? He's an idiot! Which leads to stage 4, the dread. I can sum up stage 4 with one sound effect. Enough said. And then, the final stage. The utter and complete breakdown of the human spirit. This is when you die inside. This is when you start to realize that other people control the majority of your waking hours every day. This is when you start to believe that there is no escape. You get home at the end of every night and count how many hours of freedom you have before you have to go back. You lay your sweet head on the pillow and calculate how many hours of sleep you're gonna get. And as you drift off to slumberland, you begin to dream of the glorious day that will probably never come when you storm into your boss's office and say, if I were to look up the word incompetent in the dictionary, there'd be a picture of you. I wrote a little song for you, by the way. I quit. I quit. I quit. No, even better. You want to know what keeps me up at night? You're the dumbest person I ever met, yet you hired me! What does that say about me? No. How about, when you leave this office every day, I honestly think that you just evaporate into the air until the next morning. I cannot imagine that you actually go home and have a normal life. I pity your friends and your family who do not get paid to interact with you. One day,